Okay, I just want to give a basic demonstration of how to use the EveMon software. First you have to add a character, so go ahead and click File, Add Character. The way that this program accesses your characters through the EVE Online API. In order to get the information to access your API, you need to click this link, which will bring up this website. So go ahead and put your username and password in here. Go ahead and log in. Once you're logged in, the information that you're going to need is your user ID and your API key. Now you notice that they have a limited access API key and a full access API key. You only ever want to use the limited access information. So go ahead and select that and copy it and paste it in here. Once you have this information entered, go ahead and click this button and it will gather all the characters that are on this account. Go ahead and select the character that you want, hit OK, and it will load the information for the character. This is a brand new character that I made on a trial account, so I'm not using this account. Basic information here is like how many skills you have, how many skill points you have, and then these are all the skill categories for the skills that you have. Works pretty much just like in the in-game client. Tells you what level they're at. Currently training. I put in mining just so that this would show up. Shows that it's training mining 3, and this is how long it'll take. And this is how many skill points your character will train per hour. Current EVE server information. Your current character attribute information, how much money you have, and which corporation you belong to. Now, to make a plan, you just simply create a new plan by clicking on Plans, then go to New, and then you enter a name for your plan. In our corporation, getting to a retriever is the first goal. So, we'll make a plan for that. If you know the exact category of the ship, you can go ahead and use this here. Otherwise, you can just type in the search to narrow it down. The retriever is a mining barge, so that is the correct ship. This is the ship information over here, but what we're concerned with mainly is its required skills. Okay, so these are all the skills required to get into a retriever. Typically it's going to take this long, so go ahead and just click the Add All to Plan. It'll give you this box, which basically it's telling you that it's going to add all of these skills in this order, so at the end of it you'll be able to pilot the retriever. So go ahead and go back to the plan queue. Now when you're here, you're going to have the suggestion box right here. And basically what this is telling you is if you learn these specific learning skills first, it will shorten the amount of time it takes to train your plan. In this particular instance, if you learn all of these learning skills in this order, it will save you 4 days, 8 hours, and 22 minutes off this training plan. Okay, so go ahead and add there, and I'll add them to the beginning of the plan. Now, new characters have 2 attribute remaps. You want to use your first remap to make your first goal as fast as possible, and you can do that by clicking Optimize Attributes, and then you want to optimize them for the whole current plan, which is to get into the retriever. So you hit OK, and it calculates that if you do your remap exactly like it says here, then it can shave almost 2 days off the time to get to the retriever. And then this would be your current plan, and you would put these skills in your training queue according to this plan in this order. Now this is just to pilot the ship. If there is other equipment that the ship will have on it that you need to be able to use, then you would go to the item browser. And the retriever, your mining skill allows you to use the strip miners, so that isn't the case, but a lot of retriever pilots like to use drones to either increase their mining yield with mining drones, or to protect them while they're mining with light scout drones. So let's say that you want to be able to use a light scout drone. Go ahead and click here. It doesn't matter whether it's it doesn't matter what type of drone you want. I would plan on just using the first one, but if you do want to use the Tech 2 ones, you can go ahead and click on that. As you can see, the time difference for training between the Tech 1s and the Tech 2s is quite vast, between 20 minutes and 2 weeks. So let's just go with the first ones. These are the required skills, and then you can add those to the plan. Again, it tells you which skills it's going to add to the plan. Hit OK. And that's just the minimum required to utilize the drone. You'll probably have to, like if you plan on using at least 3 drones, you'll go to here, click the skill, and then you want to change the plan level. Let me move this up so you can actually see what I'm talking about. You right click, go to change plan level, and then you change it to 3. Move this back down. So now that I've changed the drone level to 3, it's going to tell you to train drones 1, then scout drone operation 1, and then drones 2, drones 3. That'll allow you to use 3 drones. And that's the basics of creating a plan. It tells you got 40 skills planned, 14 unique skills, and the total training time is 10 days, 9 hours, and 20 minutes to pilot a retriever with 3 light scout drones to protect you. Most of these learning skills are going to be the beginning learning skill, which are the ones that only cost $50,000. The more expensive learning skills, the ones that cost about $4.5 million, are the learning skills that you would learn after you get the basic learning skills to level 4. You probably won't need them for your first plan. However, you will most likely need them for any later plan. And that gets me back to the optimized attributes. Now, if you optimize the attributes for the retriever, like it said, it'll cut almost 2 days off the time, so you're looking at 8 days to get into a retriever. But now you don't want to use that next remap until you have a year-long plan, because you only get 1 remap per year. So you would create a different plan, and then you would literally fill this queue with enough skills to last a year. Once you get that accomplished, then you'll hit the optimize attribute, whole current plan. See how it says stop after 1 year? So that's what it's going to calculate for. You hit OK, and it'll tell you how to remap your attributes to make the entire year of training go faster. And that's a basic rundown of how you would set up your new character plans on EveMon.